Hi, so we are primarily an anime games channel and we talk about fighting games a lot. So this title is a little bit political and people often get really upset about this. So let me preface this by saying we're going to tackle this purely from a fighting games perspective, and I'm really not telling you who to vote for. Maybe there is a perspective you can take out of this that's like, there's a master plan here that I'm willing to see through, but it's important to know how tariffs are actually going to impact fighting game events, because this comes from the mouth of the event director himself. So let's talk about this somewhat controversial topic and maybe keep it a little bit lighthearted, even though it is a very serious issue. I'm not out to change your mind politically or anything like that. I'm just reporting the news. So welcome to this week's Around the Bush. Not to be political, but vote for me, right? So welcome to the Around the Bush for April 11, 2025. And the headliner is kind of big. Combo Breaker FGC event mortally injured by tariffs, says event director. So Combo Breaker is one of the big three, I would say, for fighting game tournaments in North America. Combo Breaker, CEO, and Evo, obviously. Now, Combo Breaker and Evo are both run by Rick the Hotto. So he is also the general manager for Evo and the event director for Combo Breaker. And he took to Blue Sky and he said something that has now been deleted. So if we go to Blue Sky right here, you can see that post not found. Post not found. So I don't know what caused the deletion. Maybe some backlash, because this was picked up by not only GameSpot here, but some other news websites too. What he says... And this headline got me thinking, how the tariffs affect the combo breaker event? Like, what? Like, people buy tickets, they pay to enter the tournament. That money is how they surely run the event, right? That doesn't get tariffed. What do you want about? And turns out, the sustainability of these events is rooted in an annual merchandise line, which I had no idea about. Merchandise is what is sustaining Combo Breaker, and to a degree also Evo, right? I knew it was a big chunk of revenue for sure. I did not know like sustainability was on the line there. And a lot of this merchandise is made in China, which had a lot of markups. Now, tariffs have been paused all around the world, but they have not been paused in China, so that doesn't really change the landscape here. In fact, the tariffs have been increased to like 125%, 153%. And so if the merchandise is coming from China, which a lot of merchandise is, and there's a lot of smarter people talking about this, a lot of people smarter than me. I talk about, why don't you make it in the US? Well, the US does not have that alternative right now. You have to make it in China if you are out for like specific options. And those have insane markups now. So you can't sustain your event anymore through merchandise, because you either have to like sell merchandise that is way too expensive and it's not going to sell, or you have to take a loss, and at that point, why are you selling merchandise to begin with? So that's all just to like to see like how the tariffs are making an impact. I think we talked a little bit about tariffs last week on the Nintendo Switch and how they paused the pre-orders in America because tariffs were going to make the prices insane coming from Japan. Those tariffs have been paused now, so I think Switch, since it is a 90-day pause, like it does catch that period. You can buy a Switch at launch without tariffs. After that, we'll see. But yeah, I did not expect this to affect Combo Breaker and potentially Evo in the future as well. No official changes to Combo Breaker yet. Just a little comment on what tariffs, what the effect of tariffs is on events like this. But yeah, we're still expecting Combo Breaker to run May 23rd to 25th. And obviously no comment on Evo either, because that will be August. And like by August, we will for sure be in a very different landscape. I'm sure they're taking the 90 days to negotiate with a bunch of different countries, except maybe China. So you have time to figure out the merchandise deal. And yeah, that's all I wanted to speak on it. Just wanted to make you guys aware that this is a thing. This has a real impact. These aren't just politicians speaking about things that are not going to affect your day to day. It's reached fighting games. God damn it. The most important part of our economy, fighting games. With that said, we're going to move on to some more fighting game news. Usually we put the fighting games at the end of the show, but this time we have to put them at the start of the show because we started with fighting games, so let's get all of that out of the way. Diaphone
own dojo
playing the best Cristiano Ronaldo you have seen so far.
All I asked you to do was take your shoes off, Ronaldo. Jesus.
He's about to steal the sign out front, bro.
Yo, the next time we see the stage, everybody gonna be in jerseys, bro.
Right in front of the baddies.
Got him again, yo. Look at the calves on this dude. Time to close it out.
All right, get the camera on him. Get the camera on him, man.
See! Let's go! Diaphone hitting the suit in real life first time. Let's go. So this was a preview event for Fatal Fury. A bunch of fighting games were invited to play, which means we finally have gameplay from professionals for Ronaldo. The Ronaldo Okizame right here. We're going to call it set pieces.
Just like the screen,
football.
The screen freeze animation.
Look at the mix. Look at the mix. Sets up the ball. Cross up, baby. Boom.
Highly important.
Boom.
Yeah, we'll see that.
Knock down.
The next extension.
With ball. Throw. Boom.
So
Set up.
That fucking chuckle might be the best thing I've
That's light
seen
punch.
in a fighting game.
That's light punch. Light punch. Light punch. Yeah, the ball physics seem really cool and give you a lot of options. So Diaphone taking the win over there over Mena RD. He actually seems like a threat. Like Ronaldo seems really strong. And they also announced, I think, the final character. Am I correct in that, Androp? Final character for the launch roster?
Final character. The last character.
Hokutomaru. I have never heard of this guy, but people were popping off. Why are people popping off?
Because they put Fatal Fury in the Fatal Fury game instead of Cristiano Ronaldo and DJ What's-His-Face.
So what was it? 4 guest characters? You know, 2 from
That's
Street
4
Fighter,
right now.
DJ.
Yeah, 2 base roster and then 2 DLC.
Right. Oh, what are the Street Fighter characters DLC?
Yeah, Street Fighter characters are part of the Season 1 pass.
Gotcha. Hokutomaru. Yep, that's him. That's him. He looks too young to be a ninja. I'm not gonna lie. He looks too young to be fighting in the streets. With Fatalic Fury.
I don't know the lore, but he was raised by Mai, I think, or some chick, so he's here now like this.
Maya's little bro.
Mai's little bro, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, his moveset looks sick. He was a kid in the last FF. He's a kid now. I don't know how old you are, but if you are in maybe if you are in like 15 years old, then yeah, maybe he was a kid before and now he's your age, but he's still a kid to me. He's still a kid to me. Speaking of Street Fighter, we have the first character of Season 3 teased, and it is Elena.
That's a bad sentence, Globku, because this is the end of Season 2, not the beginning of Season 3.
What?
That's the end. This is the end of Season 2, not the beginning of Season 3.
Okay. Cancel me. So this is the end of Season 2. Last character for Season 2 teased. Were there leaks for Season 3? Is that what I'm mistaking this with? Is the entire...
Were there? Because I have not seen anything.
Someone came on my stream and said the entire Season 3 for Street Fighter leaked. All right, we're not going to cover it. We're not going to cover it.
Things leak occasionally.
Yeah, Capcom is no stranger to it. We're not covering it. I didn't pull that for news. But there's a leak, apparently. That's where my confusion comes from. Anyway, last character Season 2, here it is. Bro, weren't they doing Cyberpunk for this season? What's going on?
What, when? What?
just mixing the games. I'm being facetious.
Gotcha. I'm about to say, like, what the fuck?
Bro, where's Lucy? Why is she the last? Damn, the elephant's like that.
Little John Woltor boogieing it down.
No, not the booty fireworks, bro. Not the booty fireworks. What's going on?
Yeah, you're right. You don't fart fireworks occasionally?
My goodness. All right.
Dream, John Streets. Wake up.
June 5. Okay. That is going to do it for fighting games. It is?
We're in April. June 5th is so high.
It's 2 months. It's fine. We're almost there. That's the Switch release. Right?
Yeah, it's all supposed to come
Yeah.
release with the years 1 and 2 edition.
Gotcha. Cool. So they waited until the very last day. I guess that's cool. I guess that's gonna bring the hype to the Switch release as well. I forgot to pull this, but there's some pretty big news on Inazuma 11, and I haven't watched any of it yet. I understand there's been a big live stream, and they revealed the release date, which is August 21st. We're going to confirm it now. They also announced the roadmap and everything. It's kind of a live react right here, but there it is. August 21st is the release date. For real this time. Hopefully for real. Post-launch roadmap. Here we go. Early access starts. No, wait. What is this? Post-launch roadmap. Early access, game release. Okay, so mid-August. We got a little early access on a couple of days before, and then the release there. Galaxy routes. I don't know what that is. Ares route, maybe story mode, chronicle mode. Gotcha. And so they're gonna unlock routes one at a time. And the week of 11/16, Victory Road beta kickoff, Victory Road beta finals. Is that a tournament official? Yeah, it was a massive stream. We're not going to watch all of it, but there is some stuff. Yeah, sorry I didn't have the time to pull this ahead of time and scan it. But the big news here is definitely release date. Release date announced. I'll dig into this after the show. Hopefully I can understand it a little bit better. August 21st, they gave us a release date with early access 3 days earlier. This game has been in the oven for like over 10 years. It's cool to finally see it come out. Closing out the show, we got Bleach and Demon Slayer. Bleach just released another patch, and this is mostly bug fixes. Here I thought it fixed a specific issue, fix an issue on specific platforms where players with different application versions could be matched together. I don't know what this means, but it is not the region lock. Apparently, like if you did not update your game, it could be matched, and then the game would just like break. I don't know. Mostly bug fixes. So good on them for releasing another patch with some quick fixes immediately after the big patch that did it. Next, they also did a little form. Now this survey, before my email gets leaked, most of these questions are aimed at a sequel. I think it's they're probably thinking about it already, which means the game probably sold well. At the very end, there's space for like feedback where you can write whatever, but it's kind of telling that most of the multiple choice questions are just like, would you recommend this game? Did you like this? Why did you like this game? Well, you know, like stuff like, why are you making this study now? This feels like you're building up to a sequel. And with that, we have Demon Slayer. Let's close out ATB with Demon Slayer, folks. We got demons this week. First with Gyoko. Set up the fish. Big grab. And the big ultimate. Beautiful. But we kind of knew how he played already. This one we had no idea about. Zohakten. That move is massive. So that could actually be a demon skill or a guard skill.
I'm really interested for this guy the most. At least so far.
This guy, my take on this guy is that he's got one of the best designs in Demon Slayer, and like the design just that did not fit the hype of the fighting style, because he just stood there drumming, and like the trees did all the work. I think when they revealed him, it was so cool, and then the fight was kind of lame. But in
just
this
Drum
game,
Demon the sequel.
They kind of fixed that in this game because he fights. So now you have a cool design, and you can do cool shit with that design, which the show did not take advantage of. So I think that's
I
awesome.
keep ore farming with those dragons in this game. I'm looking at it now.
Or farming, yeah. Sick. And that is going to do it for Around the Bush. If you guys enjoy these shows and you want to watch them live, I'm on twitch.tv every Friday with a little Q&A before and after the show. If not, please keep enjoying them on the YouTube. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next week for more.